Hello guys, my name is Axademos, and today I'll talk about something that has been unclear in PC gaming community. And that is, should you build your gaming PC now or wait for next gen to come out? See, there are different reasons on why you would ask that question. Maybe you think that a PC with today's specs won't be able to run next gen games. Or maybe you're thinking about going console gaming altogether. Maybe you're scared that if you build your gaming PC today, a few months later after next gen consoles come out, new and better parts for PC will come out and yours will be outdated. With this video, I hope I can guide you to making a decision on when to build your gaming PC. So, let's take a quick look at next gen console specs and compare that how much it would cost if you were to build a gaming PC with today's specs and match that performance. Both PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X will be running on a custom AMD CPU based on Zen 2 architecture. But what's most head-turning is the GPU capabilities of these next-gen consoles. Both consoles have a custom RDNA 2 GPU and are clocked differently. Xbox Series X, for in this instance, is more powerful, being capable of 12 teraflops of computing performance compared to PlayStation 5, 10.28 teraflops. To match that performance with a modern-day PC at this time, you'd need an NVIDIA RTX 2080S or 2080 Ti, which are both capable of delivering 11 teraflops and 14.4 teraflops. Problem stands that these two NVIDIA cards cost really high. 2080 Super for this instance costs around $750 and 2080 Ti will cost you around $1,400. That's a lot, and the reason why I didn't include an AMD graphics card is because the next gen will have ray tracing enabled, and as of today, only NVIDIA RTX graphics cards do support that. In the end, building a gaming PC today that is as powerful as next-gen consoles will cost you a fortune. So just how much would that PC cost if you were to build it today? Well, thankfully, Trusted Reviews has posted an article where they theoretically built a gaming PC that matches the performance of next-gen consoles. And here's the spec sheet of that PC compared to Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5. Taking a quick look at the spec sheet of this PC, we'd be looking at Ryzen 7 3007X when it comes to CPU. Looking at the GPU, we have a GeForce RTX 2080 Super and 16GB of DDR4 RAM and also 1TB of SSD storage. That altogether will set you back £1,644, which is a lot of money to spend on a gaming PC that will match the performance of next-gen consoles, which are probably going to cost you around $400 to $500. But is this worth it? Should you pull the trigger and build this gaming PC at this time? Well, in my opinion, no. I'd say that if you're not in a hurry, you should wait, and here's why. So, considering this global malware doesn't ruin AMD's and NVIDIA plans, we'll start to see new hardware as soon as September of this year. AMD will release its next-gen CPUs, which are based on Zen 3 architecture, and thanks to that new manufacturing process, the games will see a huge increase in performance. NVIDIA will also announce its new RTX 3000 series, and they will be a huge step forward compared to current RTX series. We would be looking at 10 to 20 gigabytes of GDDR6 memory for the high-end GPUs like RTX 3080 and 8 to 16 gigabytes of GDDR6 memory for the lower end. Now that is impressive considering that the RTX 2080 Ti has only 11 gigabytes of memory, which is of course a lot, but it's a huge difference. But what I'm most excited about is AMD's new upcoming GPU, the Big Navi, which is expected to come in third quarter of this year. With RDNA 2 based architecture, we will see up to 50% increase in performance in all AMD's graphics cards, with better efficiency in those GPUs, and they are set to offer uncompromising 4K gaming. RDNA 2 will not only support hardware-based ray tracing, but they will also be capable of variable rate shading, something that Microsoft confirmed during its Xbox Series X hardware tease. We should expect the flagship RDNA-based AMD GPU to have a huge 80 compute units, 5,120 stream processors, and up to 17.5 teraflops of compute performance. So, in conclusion, you can build a gaming PC today that matches the performance of next-gen consoles, even surpass it. But it will cost you a fortune. So my suggestion would be is to wait a few more months and you'll get better and newer PC parts with a more reasonable price. Now, of course, I know what you're thinking. Those parts, those new GPUs and CPUs that are about to get released are not going to be cheap by any means. But are they going to be worth it? Should you switch to console gaming because of that price to performance ratio is so good? Considering that the Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5 don't cost more than $500. I would say no, don't hurry to base your decision solely on that price to performance ratio. Why? Well, in PC there are obviously more things you can do, and considering Xbox and Sony get most of their profits on subscriptions like PlayStation Plus and Xbox Live, a feature which is free on PC gaming, you can see how those console companies are getting their prices so low on their consoles. So, if you found this video helpful, guys, make sure you hit that like button, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you again.